As Sophia said, I'm a writer, and after my mom died, we actually found diaries that were written by her mother. And this was diaries that we did not even know existed until my own mother died. And they were in Yiddish and a little bit in Russian. And my grandmother, whom I did know actually before she passed, was from a shtetl called Pavlich. And I'm actually writing a book based on those diaries. And the interesting thing was I was looking for, this is a tribute to Sasha's research abilities, okay, and Sophia, thank you so much for connecting me with Sasha. Uh, we were looking for the other two people I traveled with. One is my brother, who is a klezmer musician, and his wife. So we were looking for a company that would help us find the specific places that my grandmother lived. And when I asked Sophia about Pavlich, she did not know about it. And she asked Sasha, whom I didn't know at the time, and he didn't know about it. So my brother sent the geographic coordinates to Sasha. And before we arrived in Kiev, in the Ukraine, Sasha himself went and followed those coordinates 100 kilometers southwest of Kiev to find that tiny little village of Pavlich. And he not only found that village, of course, there are no Jews left there after the Holocaust, but he found an elderly man who ran a little museum in the former synagogue. And he made an arrangement so that when we went to Pavlich, this man would show us around the town and explain it to us. So, you know, out of nothing, we were able to be in that same shtetl of my grandmother.
That's phenomenal.
I'll just add a couple of other things too, because when we were in Kiev, I wanted to see some places that play a role in the book that probably other people not necessarily want to see, like a prison that was actually a prison during the Tsarist era, where some of my grandmother's comrades were locked up. It's still a prison, and Sasha was able to find that prison for us. We also went to a particular market that she had mentioned, and a particular train station, the Vokzal. So, you know, in addition to seeing the beautiful city of Kiev and eating its incredible food, we were able to locate some rather hidden places that will appear in the book.